Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of FIFA 19 Career Mode Youth Edition featuring Morecambe FC. In this episode, we will finish out the month of December facing Plymouth, and then we'll move on into January. To start the year, we will start our FA Cup run against Everton, so we'll have to see how we do there. Maybe we can keep moving on, maybe get a little bit extra money for the transfer budget. But first we'll start with Plymouth, as we are currently on top of the table, with Plymouth sitting just below us in 10th with a tight race, as the table you can see there is pretty close. Only a few points separating us from the teams in 6th, 7th, 8th, and even 10th place with Plymouth. So we will get into our game against Plymouth, and this might be a tough one. We are definitely suffering from some fatigue issues with this 3-game stretch and only 6 games. Park will have to go again. We don't have anyone to replace him up front. And along with Moses, Henry in the middle, with Barrett playing the last game, still suffering a little bit of the fatigue issues, and having Adebola out again for this game. So we will have Burns and Gomez in the middle, and then Okoro will come in for the wing just for some fresh legs, and Branco in the middle for Magnuson. So hopefully we can hold it together. We got to hope for at least 1 point here. So we just got to try and hold it together as best we can to get through this stretch of games at the end of December. And we'll get this game underway. Plymouth gets the back heel pass off, then they send it wide to Lemaris, who gets it in, oh, and off the crossbar it goes, and the header will go wide, and the fatigue issues look to start early. Off Plymouth's first possession, they get 2 good shots on net, and luckily the header goes wide. Burns lays it off to Gomez. Gomez ahead to Moses. Moses makes the turn, takes one touch, takes the shot off, and roofs it into the top of the net. Moses answers back with an offensive possession of our own and puts it into the top of the net against Plymouth. A good build-up, good fighting off of the defender. Could have gone down in the box and gone for the easy penalty, but he stands up. Gomez gets it into him. He makes the turn. The defender gets a leg in, probably could have gone down, taking the penalty, because it gets the shot off anyway and puts it right past the keeper. And we are up 1-0 early in the game, 7 minutes in. Moses throws it into Gomez. Gomez fights off the defender, looks for Moses again. Moses looking for Park, turns it over, but Branco's there to intercept. Henry lays it off to Burns, who makes a run in the middle, gets it on the defender, but it's blocked out for a cross. Gomez lines up the cross, looking for LeConte or Branco in the middle, gets Branco, lands at the feet of Cruz, and he can't get it off. Sark loses it. Cruz tries to get it right back to him and loses it. Intercepted by Plymouth. They'll send it in for the cross. Burns is there to clear the volley. LeConte blocks. Oh, but Awazi's on the ground, and he concedes the goal to Plymouth Argyle. An unlucky goal let up by Awazi. He goes for the first save. LeConte blocked it, and the volley comes right out to Plymouth, and they put it home and in the open net as Awazi's left laying there on the ground. Went for the save, and it goes right underneath his legs, right around LeConte. And Plymouth will answer right back. 1-1. Park gets it on to Gomez. Gomez up to Moses. Moses leaves it off to Park. Park takes the strike and sends it over the bar, trying to answer the Plymouth Argyle goal. LeConte gets it off to Burns. Burns taps it along to Cruz, who tries to bring it up. Cruz will make the run. He'll get all the way down. Cruz looking for the cross to Moses. Moses can't take the volley before sending it over into the upper deck. A great opportunity. Cruz sends in a great pass, and Moses can't break the tie as we run down in the end of the first half. Lemaris tries to make the run. LeConte blocks it. Moore picks it up. He sends it in. Cruz chests it, and it gets away from him. One last build-up for Plymouth. Lemaris will get it, and they'll blow the whistle for the end of the first half, and we go in 1-1. We've had some good opportunities. We missed one right at the end of the first half, with Moses sending it over the bar with a chance to take the lead. And we go in 1-1 against Plymouth Argyle here for the last game of December. Park gets it to Gomez. Gomez lays it on for Henry. Henry on to Gomez. Gomez right on to Henry, who takes the strike, and the diving keeper will make the stop. But Conte wins the ball back. Oh, Branco can't handle the touch, and it is lost over to Plymouth. Nope. Wild sends in the cross. Gomez is there to head it out. Henry tries to get it off, and he turns it over. Oh, and it goes off the sidebar. Oh, and we turn it over, and the Wild comes in and scores the goal. One-on-one with the keeper. The defense couldn't get back, and the passing at the back just isn't there for us today. We turn it over, and Plymouth is able to put it home, and we go down 2-1 against Plymouth Argyle. Branco tries to get it up. He can't. And the fatigue and the inexperience of Branco without Magnuson to center down the defense leads to a turnover, and it goes past Awazi for another goal for Plymouth. So we will make 3 changes. We'll bring on Al Daharni for Okora, Ahmed, and Barrett for some fresh, semi-fresh legs. Gomez moves it up to Sarek. Sarek off to Ahmed, who's in for Park up front. Lays it off to Al Daharni. Al Daharni gets into the middle, gets it through to Barrett. Barrett sends in the cross, and LeConte can't get there to send it home on the header. Corner goes out for Plymouth Argyle. They'll send it in, and Sarek is there to block it out, but Smith Brown will get it, control it on the edge of the box into Lamaris, who looks for another cross. He'll get it in. Gomez is there, but Awazi is going to make the save after the deflection. Barrett gets it to Gomez, who lays it off to Burns in the middle. Burns on to Gomez, who finds Ahmed. Ahmed can't get the ball in time to get that shot off. Cruz blocks it, and it goes out.
With the ball has so many options, so they work so hard off the ball to make those options possible.
Grant gets it out wide to Wild. Wild taps it down on to Ness, who looks for the cross, and it's going to go out. LeConte gets the ball, and that'll be the final touch. They don't give us time for one last build-up, and Plymouth will take 3 points as they win 2-1. A turnover and an unfortunate goal led up by Awazi after he dives, and LeConte makes the block, and he can't get back up for the rebound, and it goes in. 2 unfortunate goals. Moses had his chances, but we probably didn't deserve to win. There was probably a couple more that Plymouth could have put home. They have 9 shots, 3 on target. We have 3 on target, so a pretty even game. Probably could have gotten away with a draw if we didn't turn the ball over. Caio Gomez finishes with an 8.8, Sarek a 6.1, Barrett 6.7, Ahmed 5.7, Moses the 8.4 with the 1 goal, Park 6.2, Henry a 6.3, Okora 6.4, Awazi 6.8, Cruz a 7.7, Branco 7.8, LeConte 7.6, Al Daharni 6.3, Jordan Burns 6.4, and that'll do it for us here against Plymouth Argyle. So we move on into January, and the transfer window is now open. Branco, Okora, Kerr, and Piba, and Green will all go out on loan. And with so many guys going out on loan, we're looking a little thin, but we will bring in Billy Hughes, the 17-year-old winger from England. He is 61 overall with great potential. He has some good speed along the end, good ball control, so we will bring him in to come off the bench in the midfield. So we will move on to our second game against Everton in the FA Cup. We will throw out our starting lineup since we did just play a game. We do have some fatigue issues, and we are also looking a little thin now that I realize we just sent out so many players on loan. So we'll go with our starting lineup. We don't have another game for another week, so we'll go for the win against Everton here in the FA Cup. And we'll get this game underway.
It could be him. 2 important goals last time out.
Gomez gets it long to Romano. Romano makes the run. Can he get behind the defense? He can't. He'll lay it off to Gomez. Gomez will take it for a strike and send it right at the keeper. Adebola settles it down. Gomez quickly onto Henry. Henry will drive up. Henry looks for Romano on the back. Romano goes for the cross and can't get Sarek, who can't get ahead to it, and it'll go out. Everton moves it up. Magnuson there to break it up, but they'll control it. Williams drives towards the edge of the box, gets around the defender, and Awazi comes out to make the save. Conte advances it to Sarek, who gets it to Gomez. Lays it off for Adebola to run onto it. Adebola will drive it up. Gets it behind to Park, who's behind the defense. Takes the shot, takes the deflection, and the keeper has to make the save and sends it over the bar. For Everton, it'll go out for the corner. They'll line it up. Goes right into the middle. Gomez is there to try and head it out. Takes a deflection and goes out.
This is a good opportunity to put the
Williams gets it in the middle, gets around the defense, and it gets past Awazi for the opening goal off the corner. They get the throw in, and they get the deflection. It goes out, and it go into the net. A poor play. We had our opportunity to try and clear that one wide. We couldn't. They'll get it to the middle, right off the edge of the box. Magnuson guesses wrong, and it goes into the back of the net. He gets it out to Romano. Romano looking for the cross. Gets it on to Sarek. Sarek takes one touch, and he'll beat the keeper to answer right back. Sarek puts it in the net for the FA Cup tying goal here towards the end of the first half. Romano makes another great pass and gets another assist early in the season after he comes back from the ACL injury. 7 months off, he gets the pass to Sarek. Sarek takes a couple touches, gets around the keeper. Keeper tries to guess, but Sarek sends it right over him and into the net. It's a tie game here in the FA Cup, 1-1 against Everton. Adebola intercepted by Romano. Henry gets it to Adebola. Adebola into Moses. Moses will turn his man. He'll take the strike. Oh, and just goes out and saved by the keeper right at the end of the first half. We'll get one last corner. Gomez will send it in. Lecante's there. Can't get ahead to it before it's blocked by the keeper. Magnuson keeps it in. Who will get it on to Henry. Henry tries to get around the defenders. He'll take the cross, and it'll be a poor one. And that'll be the final touch for the first half. We draw one back after a poor turnover that leads to a goal for Everton. And then we tie it up right towards the end off the great assist from Romano to Sarek. It'll be 1-1 here in the FA Cup. Schneiderlin will bring it up for Everton to start off the first half. He gets around the defender. He gets it in, but Awazi's going to be there to make another save.
And they've spent some of their cash in signing this player.
Walcott gets it into the middle.
And I think maybe the buying club will too, because £40 million around that.
Schneiderlin gets it on. It's on for Walcott. It'll hit the post. Can Awazi get back for the save? He can't. It goes bar down. And Everton will open up this second half of the FA Cup. 2-1. We got lucky. He misses it and sends it off the post. It bounces back. Awazi almost gets back for the save, but the defense can't recover quick enough, and it'll go bar down. 2-1 Everton here in the FA Cup. Adebola gets it on to Gomez, who's quickly up to Billy Hughes. Billy Hughes gets it to an open Park. Park gets it off to a Sarek. Sarek lays it off to Romano. Romano sends it to Moses. Moses tries to take the volley and sends it over the net with an absolute beautiful chance to try and draw one back and can't get it on net. And it'll be a final build-up for Everton. Maybe we can get the ball back for one last one. They can't. They get the cross off. Header goes in to Awazi's hands, and that will probably be the final build-up. It will. They'll blow for halftime, and we crash out of the FA Cup as we lose to Everton 2-1. In fairness, we played pretty well. They didn't have, obviously, their starting lineup, so probably a pretty good barometer of how we'll do. Moving forward, we played well, had a couple good chances to score. Couldn't get past the goalkeeper there, though. And that probably means we might need a little bit better of a striker, as Park has come to his max of a 65 overall rating. But Romano will finish the game with a 9.1 with the 1 assist, Awazi a 7.4, Miguel Cruz a 6.9, Magnuson 7.3, Sarek an 8.0, Ahmed a 6.5, Adebola 7.1, Lacante a 7.9, Billy Hughes in his debut gets a 6.3, Barrett a 6.2, Park a 6.5, Moses 7.0, Colin Henry 6.6, Gomez a 7.1, Romano a 9.1. And that'll do it for us here in the FA Cup matchup against Everton. So we have a transfer for Kasim Ahmed, and with the team, we don't really have anyone to send out, so we will reject that loan. We have a transfer offer for Romano for $1.3 million. The value is 1.75, and honestly, he's one of our better players playing on the wing. He's been great sending in those crosses for goals. He's probably going to be close to leading our team in assists, if not top 3. So we will reject that offer as well. So we have our final batch of youth players back from Ghana. We don't really have anyone here. We do have a goalkeeper who we've only scouted for 1 month, low overall. Let's see what his evaluation is. His value is only 60,000, so that'll do it here for Ghana. I don't even know if we got one player out of this, so we will move on to another country. So we will have our final month here in Australia. We have maybe one player that we'll bring in. We'll take a look at him, Elliot Watson. Low overall, but 73 to 93 potential. We'll give him a chance and bring him in. And we have Liam Mason, who's 39 to 55 overall, a low evaluation, but we'll give him a chance. We'll see what he can do, see what position he is, and then maybe we'll release him later on. And that'll do it for us here in Australia. So we have our final report back here from Belgium. We will go through and take a look. We have 2 players that we might bring in. We have Luca Wouters, who's 68 to 92 potential at a goalkeeper. And we have Mathis Verstrate. I don't know, I made him Spanish for some reason. But we'll probably bring him in. He's 6'3", $80,000 evaluation, 49 to 65 overall. Just bring in some depth, some competition at goalkeeper, just in case we lose anyone. And then we have Sané Mercier, who is 50 to 66 overall and 72 to 94 potential. And that'll do it for us here in Belgium. So we will take a look at our new youth academy. We have Calabli, who I think we're going to... we'll keep him for... we have a lot of space, so I think we'll keep him on, even though he doesn't have great potential, just in case we need to fill out our roster a little bit. We have Oliveira, the central defensive midfielder, 78 to 84 overall, 58 overall. We'll keep him in until Victor Dubois, who is from Belgium, grows a little bit more. He'll replace him, and then once we know we can bring him in, once he reaches 16, we can bring him in. We'll let Oliveira go. Victor Magnuson, 56 overall, 82 to 88 overall. And then Mathis, the new goalkeeper from Belgium, is 73 to 94 potential. Joel Richardson, the cam from England, 71 to 85 potential. Sané Mercier is 53 overall, 72 to 94 potential at right midfielder. Elliot Watson from Australia, 51 overall, 73 to 93 potential. Liam Mason, 50 overall, 67 to 93 potential. We'll see how that potential goes and then see if we want to release him. And then we have Toby Mitchell, who is 72 to 84 potential at right back from England. And Achampong is 53 overall, 76 to 94 potential. So guys, we will send our scouts back out. Max Colbert wants to send our first scout out to Germany for a playmaker. And our second scout will be going to Finland for an attacker. Sultan Afoot says he found a good one in FIFA 18, and we might need a new striker if we move up into the championship. So hopefully we can find one in Finland. And we'll send our final scout out for Bolivia for defensive-minded Bears. Hams wants to see if we can get a defender, and hopefully we can shore up that back line. Maybe find some defenders with a little bit better potential than what we have now. So we will move into January and we will do a squad report to give you guys an idea of where everyone stands. Currently we have Austin Awazi up 4 at a 75, Danny Admiral up 1 at a 62, Miguel Cruz up 4 at a 65. Lecante up 3 at a 68. Alfonso Cabral out on loan is up 1. Jan Sorberg up 7. We've been giving him a lot of training trying to grow him as he does have great potential. Mats Magnuson, who is up 4 at a 69. Alessandro Branco, who's out on loan, he's up 1. Daniel Mpiba, who just went out on loan, is up 3. Darlington Adebola up 3, an exciting prospect. Taylor Green up 2 at a 56, out on loan, or who just went out on loan. Walid Qasim up 3 at a 58. Giacomo Romano, 65. Kleber Menez, who's out on loan, is up 3. Daniel Banks out on loan, up 2. Tyler Kerr up 2, out on loan. Jordan Burns up 3, up to a 60. Thibault Barrett up 5, up to a 59. We've given him a lot of training just trying to get him to the 60 overall. Mateo Fuentes up 1, up to a 62, who's out on loan. Josh Tremblay out on loan is up 2, up to a 58. Steven Sarek up 4, up to a 70, and is listed as an exciting prospect. Colin Henry up 6, up to a 62. Lucas Park up 2, up to a 65. Billy Hughes up 1, up to a 62. Kasim Ahmed up 5, up to a 63. Aldaharni up 3, up to a 68. Ade Okoro just went on loan. He's up 2, up to a 59. Kyle Gomez up 4 to a 64. Rizos is the last remaining player and will be leaving, but he is at a 60. Moses up 1, up to a 52. And Dennis Cuddy is up 2, up to a 54, who is out on loan. And we have been giving Lucas Park a ton of training. We've been training him every week, and he's only up 2, so he's pretty much maxed out at a 65. Maybe we can get him up a couple more points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a vote up in the eye, so make sure to vote. Should we list Lucas Park on a transfer? Should we try and move him out either in the January transfer, or maybe should we move him out in the summer transfer window? If we go up to the championship, will he be in our long-term plans? If he can only be at a 65, will he be able to help us in the Premier League or in Champions League? So make sure to put it in the comments. Also vote in the eye on whether we should list a transfer or maybe we should retain him. He is our leading scorer and our leading assist man at this point. So let me know what you guys think by voting up in the eye. So guys, that'll do it for us here in this episode. We leave off in January. We will start our games. We have 3 games in January that we have to play before the transfer window closes. We currently sit in second with 51 points. So until next time, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like the series, if you like the videos. Turn on notifications so you can always find out when the newest videos are coming out. And make sure to comment down below if you think we should make any changes or we should sell any players here in the January transfer window. And until next time, guys, have a good one.
Yeah.